shit, I feel like I thought of something and then I forgot it. Like this time, this one came out of nowhere. Most of the time, I mention this often, but some people don't. Maybe some people don't know. But the opening, the first thing I say is almost always predetermined. It's something like it's scripted. I think of it, and then it just gets the ball rolling. And sometimes I have general ideas about what I want to talk about. But this time I didn't really. No, I was gonna say I'm still playing Zelda. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, I was going to open with, "Okay, I'm still playing Zelda." That's the phrase I was going to open with, and it's completely true. I'm still playing Zelda. I don't know why I thought I would stop. Because of course I didn't. I can't stop. How could I ever stop? It's an addiction. I mean, there's an entire new area that I just literally just didn't explore yet. I don't give a shit. I'll just fucking do this. We're gonna level up. We're gonna waste the level up. Oh no. Oh jeez. I should do something about the Alliance. I think there's shit going on in the Alliance. What's this? What do we got? Hello, Chris. It's fucking been forever since I checked this. Is that Chris though? Maybe. Right? Probably. We're not fool. Alright, if that's... I gotta ask Chris if that's Chris. Because if it is... Unless there's not another one, right? He's not already in here. That's probably Chris. If it is, I can give him the job that's missing. Nope, that's Chris. This is a new Chris. I thought... I was like really confused. Because Randos is Chris. And I was thinking like that's not Randos. Because in my head I was like, he's already here. But I wasn't sure because there wasn't anybody named Chris. But Randos is Chris. So this is somebody new. They might get a job anyway. No, I'm going to give it to Ethel. The job's missing, right? It's empty. Oh, wait. Jacobs. What? What happened to Jacobs? Tongue is that one. I'm pretty sure that means friend. I don't remember fully. I just looked it up. Where's Jacobs? Did Jacobs leave? Oh, did Jacobs leave? Oh no. Oh no. I like Jacobs. Now I gotta add two new jobs. I want to look at the hours. See what everybody's in doing shit. I like that. Wait, oh, that's a different Jacob. Right, so Jacobs and then a new Jacobs, but that Jacob that didn't really log in. Yikes. I don't know what to do about this situation. I gotta give people jobs. Who do we have? Should I give one to Moscas? I like Moscas. I like Moscas as a person, and they've been around for a very long time. But we aren't like that close, and I have no idea what kind of joke name I would give them. I think everyone who I can give a joke name, I've given a joke name. Like, none of these other people I know well enough, or really at all, to give a joke name to, so I might just have to not, and just make it blank. I wonder. Nope. Sometimes they let you get away with just a space bar. I'm gonna make up a random name, because this is a thing I like to do sometimes. Whenever I get to play a new game and I get to make a name, it's just fun to make one up. I usually start with one letter and then see where it goes from there. So we're gonna go with a D. Dunti, sorry. Alright, Dunti. Boom. Perfect. Who gets to be Dunti? I should give a job to Sonata, right? I should let Sonata do this. He's got the fucking... he can worry about this shit. Oh, God. Because his main account is vice leader, so he can change jobs. Should I give his second account dunti? Fucking Moscas. Moscas can be dunti. What about this one? What about start with an S. S is very fun to start with. Let's not actually write sin. Sursen. Perfect. Or Sirkin. Whatever the fuck. This makes no sense. Just makes no sense at all. I love it. I feel like in the back of my mind, Nano has been here for a long time, and they're very high level, so I should probably just give them the job. I don't know if anybody else is more deserving. Maybe Mr. Felix. I like the name Mr. Felix. That's John to me. That's you know what, Mr. Felix? Because why the hell not? Okay. Let's get into the gameplay here. I'm a little tired if you couldn't tell. I don't know, I'm just like I just like fucking all I've been doing is playing Zelda, you know. I get like this because it's just like fucking I don't know. Oh my god. A little bit of yawn in there, my bad. Drink some more of this water. Once I've sufficiently explored this new area, then I'll probably slow down. Well, I kind of want to finish some side quests. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta read too. There's a bunch of shit I want to read that I just haven't really been reading. But I don't know. Like, if you remember a long ass time ago, I bought Nuthampson collection novel thing. What I thought it was like 7 different books, but it's actually one really, really big book full of 7 different books. And I want to read it. Every time I read it, I enjoy it. Like, this is great. But it's so intimidating looking at a book so massive, you know? Like, if it was just 7 little novels sitting around, I would be able to get at them at my own pace. But then it's just like, if I'm expected to read something big, you know, it's just one of those annoying remnants of just like high school and shit. It's just like, you don't want to read all that shit. That's too much shit to read. So it's just like, it's intimidating. It's intimidating is exactly what it is. That's a perfect word. So I don't know. I haven't fucked with it enough. I should though. I totally should. Maybe after, maybe after I get enough in Breath of the Wild. Oh god! Just like staying up too late, and then waking up. I guess I didn't wake up that early, but still, I don't know. I tested a bit of the shield thing, and I figured out how to get a new save file. All I had to do was create a new account thing, create a new user file or user state or whatever on the Wii U, and then open the game with that, and then I get a different save game data. So that's all great. So now I made an account for Jesus because at one point me and Ben downloaded a bunch of Miis just off the internet because you can just like scan a QR code and then they're boom done, you know. So we just had the camera thing open on the Wii U for scanning, and then we just looked them up back and forth and just scanned a bunch in so that we could use them in Mario Kart and shit. And one of those just was Jesus, and I was just looking at the list because I needed to pick a Mii for a new thing, and I was just like, it's gonna be Jesus. So now Jesus is the shield guy. And getting to the castle is possible. I got to the castle. I got right where I wanted to be. So like everything works, except like I haven't really done the fight. It's I don't know. It's one of those situations where if I was so much better at it, then I would be able to do it, I think. But I need to practice a whole lot more, and I'm going to practice that sort of skill with my main file, I think, before I jump into it with this now new file that has no armor and 3 hearts and 1 shitty wooden shield. Because as soon as it breaks, I'm essentially dead, and then I have to reset and go back in. Which is very slow and annoying, but on the proper file, where everything's done, I can bring in multiple shields that won't break as easily, so that I can do a lot more practice. But I can't practice on exactly the right things. I can just practice the sort of skill that helps. One thing I can also do is explore and look around for other things that I might be able to use or get before the fight, in order to help out on the speedrun file. But like I said, like the fastest way to do it would be to ignore all that, go straight to Ganon, and then fight Ganon. It's just like stupid because it's extremely difficult, and messing up once means you're doomed and the run is over. So the better idea is probably to root away through the castle to get more shields, but I don't really know where any of the shields are because I haven't really mapped out the castle fully. There's a lot of shit that I just haven't even seen yet. So I gotta do that. I gotta figure where I can get some shields. And the one that I mentioned, I think yesterday must have been, that's a really good shield, was, like I thought, guarded by an enemy that I would need something to attack with to defeat. So that one's impossible. It's not even just guarded, you just won't be able to access it without defeating the enemy. So that part is impossible. So it's like, it's so weird. Like the whole game isn't possible to do with just a shield, but just the fight, I'm pretty damn sure it's possible. I think what I should do is just take this new file and actually do a bit of proper gameplay, because it just build up some hearts, get some good armor from somewhere, but not do the dungeons, just so that I can go in and do the boss fight, the full boss fight, just in general, but still with better armor and things. So that might be what I end up doing, maybe. It's probably a good idea. Like I said, like if I can bring this to the attention of someone who's good at speedrunning, or just good at video games in general, they could do it. It would take a long time, but they could do it. It would be super dumb, but still possible. But I still want to do it myself because it was my idea, and I thought through the logistics of it, and I figured out some of the parts. So I still want to try it at least. So I gotta get good. I have to get good. GITGUD. That's the internet slang. I don't know. That's just what you say when someone's complaining about how difficult the game is. You just tell them to get good, because that's their problem. There's nothing wrong with the game. They just suck. It's used especially when they're right and there is a problem with the game. But sometimes they just suck, or they're unlucky. This time around, yeah, I suck. I gotta get good. I gotta do it. I want to do it. Yeah. I have to do it if I want to do the thing that I want to do. So, I have to do it. And I want to do it. Yeah. It's fucking... It's hard to think about anything else when there's just literally just one thing on my mind, and it's just Zelda. Which is what makes these episodes just like so bad. Because like, A, I'm crazy tired, and B, it's just like there's one thing on my mind, and that can't be good. I don't know. I guess I could talk about the YouTube drama and shit that's going on. The fucking JonTron's under some shit. Because he said some shit, you know. PewDiePie was under some shit because he made some tasteless jokes. And people portrayed him as something kind of bad. JonTron's under some shit because he genuinely thinks bad things. I haven't fully looked into it, but he's like super against immigration, which is very bad, very bad. I'm definitely gonna watch the full debate thing that he did with somebody, and get into this because it's interesting. I think, but he is getting a lot of shit, and he will not recover. He will not recover. Just from what I see now, it is massively unlikely that he'll fully recover from this, because like this is like PewDiePie obviously is going to come surging back because like everybody knows that it was just jokes, but this is his serious thoughts, and even if he changes his mind, he still like did like a 2-hour debate with some idiotic thoughts, you know? So rest in peace, JonTron's career. Oh, jeez. Oh man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I almost welcome this sort of thing. I almost feel like I want to welcome this sort of thing in the future, you know? Because it's interesting. I don't know. Like, I don't know objectively, like, if any of the things I've said can really be taken in a massively negative way. I mean, I touched a bit on racism as an idea, but I don't think I said anything racist per se. I could have been wrong, and if I was, then I'm fine with evaluating that. And I also talked a lot about being transsexual and like different genders and things, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. A lot of the things I said during that episode, and that was something titled like We Have a Guest or something. The most recent guest episode, you can differentiate the episodes because the guest episodes will have a picture that isn't a VC girl as the thumbnail with really large numbers that don't have any color. And somewhere around halfway through, we just started talking about like multiple, like changing genders and just the idea of gender as a whole. And most of what I said was that it's all based in your head because it's completely psychological. Everything we think is it's all psychology. It's all there, and I will stand by that firmly because that's what it is. It's not like there are some maybe genetic factors, and you can alter your biology a bit, but it's a very complicated subject. I'll give it that. But it's I don't know. I haven't really had a full-fledged debate with anything like this in a long time. Like once, quite a while ago, there was just an online debate, and my argument was kind of the same. I was just talking about, like, yeah, it's all in your head, which I don't want to put it down, but I want I want it to be known that that is the case. Your psychological understanding of gender is just what's come from your entire life, and your understanding of gender from experience, and sometimes the things you experience as what gender is supposed to be doesn't completely match up with what you represent to be yourself, and that's what happens with these people. Is what happens, you know. It's a very, very simple way of putting it, but it's entirely true. I'd say so, at least. And if anyone has a differing perspective on it, I would love to have a conversation about that, but I don't know if anybody does. And I don't know if the conversation would go anywhere. Because it's a very, what are they, hot button topic? I think that's what they call it. I don't really know where that term comes from, but just the context sounds right. I'm pretty sure it's just like, that's just something that's like a big issue that's going to get a lot of people riled up. But luckily, my sample size is very small, so luckily, so it's unlikely that I will offend a lot of people. Possible, but unlikely, probably. I don't know. On that note, Hitler did nothing wrong. Just kidding. That's fucking... He killed a bunch of people. Obviously, what the fuck is... He had... Am I about to argue for Hitler? Somewhat. I was going to say that his intentions, while not pure, were for the good of his people, or what he thought was the good of his people. So, in some ways, in his mind, he thought he was doing good. But at the same time, he brought about the murder of a lot of people. You know, like, you can talk about other people that have done worse things, and it's still like, sure, we don't talk about them as much as we do Hitler, but still Hitler killed a bunch of people. Like, the people that killed a bunch of people are always bad people. He ordered a lot of the killings. But, whatever. We're not going to talk about fucking Hitler. Not a goddamn historian. I can't really tell you much about Hitler. I tell you that, what is he? He's a painter. Failed painter. I mean, shitty paintings. Whatever. Take care of yourself.